This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to the Old Horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. From EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Buckeyes will kick this away to get us going. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Now the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. The Dogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
The pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. They're just going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you'd love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, the pass is picked off.
What a costly mistake here by the quarterback. Forces that ball into coverage, and the defense comes up with the interception. Hate to see the game start off like this for this offense.
On first down, it's play action. Looking to scramble. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Quarterback shaking off that hit, but the roughing the passer penalty gives the offense 15 and a first down. Shotgun. They finally stop him, but a solid play sets him up. First and goal at the 9.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
No gain makes it second and goal from the 9. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. first play of the drive now backed up at the 15. They'll run it here. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. It's incomplete. It was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down.
What a rough first half for this quarterback. Already has thrown one pick. His mechanics are off. His footwork doesn't seem to be in sync. He almost threw another interception. He's got to make some adjustments and try to find a new rhythm.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is intercepted. He could go. Inside the 20. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
He fires this throw, and it's intercepted. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw to the left side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
They'll hand it off. Breaks free. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to over-reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Ball handed off. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Snags the quick throw. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
A completion makes it second down. Play action fake, looking to throw. And the pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to. After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. QB to the tight end for a completion. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Sometimes we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Right, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
The back's got it. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Fights through the tackler. Defense able to contain him after that juke, but he picks up a solid gain.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. Buckeyes will come to the line on fourth down, hoping to keep this drive going. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. No surprise, offense going for it on fourth down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Running out of time in the pocket. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. The Buckeyes pick up enough yards to keep this drive rolling.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They make the stop, but it'll be first down from the 13. Coming to the line, they might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They mix it up with a run. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And third and short, they got to pick it up on the ground. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and I got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half, and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
After the incompletion, they have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The Bulldogs bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And now the first play of this drive will begin at the 36. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's got it. Enough for a first down. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
But this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it. Very telling the faith he has in his guys.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Defense is coming after him. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Back to throw again. And this pass is caught. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. You think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
First down, looking to throw the football. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Important second down play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. It's a quick grab. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to sell out and bring the pressure.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Caught by the receiver. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a 1st down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
He's running out of time here. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
1st and goal, handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. It's caught.
And that's out of bounds after a decent gain.
That completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
On this marathon march, now we set up at 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Touchdown, Ohio State, as they put 6 more on the board.
Boy, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. Pays off in a big way here, right? Because the defense is thinking about they're going to run the football. They load up, and it opens him up for an easy touchdown.
He had the extra point, and the lead now 21-zip. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
On the move now. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Quarterback catches a break on this throw. He puts it up into traffic. The defender actually catches the ball, comes down out of bounds, or he would have had a pick.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A short completion to the tight end. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. That coach keeps the punt team on the sidelines for 4th down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
There's the handoff. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Oh, I love how the quarterback takes his time on that ride to the back. I thought he might have to pull it out, but he hung on. Gave it to the back, and it paid off for a nice gain.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Has a path to the end zone. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
See if they can convert the point after. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. An inside give now from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Here's the second down play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
Trying to create here on the move. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Catch made on the right side.
Defense dials up the pressure there, plays man coverage, but they couldn't quite get to the quarterback in time, and he finds a nice completion.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Fourth down. No punt. Out of field goal range. They're going for it. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Offense on the field is 4th down and 9. The defense showing blitz here. Play action fake. Looking to throw. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his second interception in the first half alone.
On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Short pass finds the tight end. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on fourth down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The freshman with a little too much air under that one.
Boy, what a call here by the offensive coordinator. Dialed it up perfectly. The play looked like it had a chance for a big gain. Unfortunately, the quarterback off on the accuracy, put that ball too far out in front of the receiver.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. The receiver makes the catch. Tackled at the 8 after the completion. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Dogs will kick it deep to begin the second half. And he's going to bring this out a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. They get the second half started with their running play. And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Looking deep downfield to the left. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Catch made in space. Look out. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Not much on that play. Brought down short.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Now they're running on the toss. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, they actually call a play that goes in the wrong direction. Seems like everything they've called has worked out, whether it's on the ground or through the air. And this time, the defense steps up and makes a play.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. And the ball is picked off. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point,
they trap him for a sack. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Chris, they're going to come up a little bit short of the first down, but this is a great effort here by the entire offense to give themselves at least a chance, a much better chance of converting here if they decide to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Hand off to the single back. He's got the first and still going. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And that run is good for first down yardage, a new set of downs for this offense. A quick throw out left, complete. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
All of a sudden, that one explosive play has set the offense up inside the red zone. On the run, it's Wiggins. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Moves out of the pocket. And he throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Pass complete on a crossing route. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down.
The defense does a nice job of forcing the quarterback here to be patient by playing zone. And they run a crossing route. Defense is there, but not able to break up the catch.
Bit of a gamble here. Offense going for it on fourth down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. They've been great on fourth down so far today, 3 for 3. Can they stay perfect? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talked about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
Here comes the point after attempt. BAT is good, and the lead grows to 35-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off. The ball is loose. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You could almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's picked for a third time tonight. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, that's his third interception in this game alone. If he's going to stay in this game, he's got to do a better job of protecting the football.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They stop at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't a score.
On the ground, it's Wiggins. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's got it near the end zone, and he scores. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Escapes the pocket. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Bringing pressure. On the run here, lets it go. Not the accuracy we expect with a senior quarterback. He threw it behind the receiver.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Oh, and another incompletion.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the coverage team gets the return to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive. He started at 28. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a 1st down.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. He hands it off from the gun. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
3rd down coming up.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Looking to scramble. The defense forces him out of bounds. It's a short loss. 1 quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far.
42, Georgia, 0.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
And the punt coverage team able to touch it, so no return on the play.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. And, of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
Here comes a handoff. He's got room to run. Breaks into the clear. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Well, finally some room to run for this back. The defense had done a good job for containing him until that point.
Well, they've done a really good job up to this point, Chris, of containing him. He finally does get out, but I think it's an example of why you don't give up on the running game. Even when you're not necessarily coming up with big carries, you're just kind of body blowing this defense, and eventually, bang, you're able to hit a big one here when it really matters.
Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Bulldogs hustle to the line to run the three out. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice.
Here we go, here we go.
Send the back in motion. Trying for a fourth down completion. On the move now. But it's incomplete. A fourth down stop. Turnover on downs.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
So first play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Both out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today, this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Play action here on first down. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players. Get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
The pocket breaking down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Extending the play now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's third down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Buckeyes will come to the line on fourth down looking to convert. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Pressure is coming. This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a fourth down stop.
Because there are a lot of coaches out there that'll just say, hey, listen, it's the opponent's job to stop us, and they could be right. But with the game like it is right now with such a comfortable lead, not sure if this was entirely needed.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of one. The Dogs come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
play, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Quarterback keeps the football. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
2nd down and goal upcoming.
Let's go!
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st down, it's play action. Moves out of the pocket. Using his legs here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Throws it to the right. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Breaks off a defender. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. Dogs will bring their punt team onto the field. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Grinding away with the running game. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the 1st down play. Keeping it on the ground here. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Receiver in motion now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quick throw caught over the middle. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. And That should secure the victory, and they dodged the upset trap here, Kirk. They came in, handled the pressure of this early season collision, and really set the tone for an outstanding season.
Yeah, they really have. To walk out of here tonight with a big win should give them a ton of confidence going forward. Not to mention, a win like this on a nationally televised stage, it's going to carry a lot of weight as this year progresses.
The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10. And now the running back's got it again. Breaks into open space. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
I mean, it seems like every time this guy touches the ball, it's another big gain. This poor defense, it's just not been their day at all. What a dominant performance by this offense on the other hand.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Has the first down and more. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.